Today, we are diving deep into the world of a true classic, the Sidecar.
Before the sidecar was even a thought, there was the Brandy Crusta, and some folks think it's like the sidecar's great-great-granddaddy. There's this bartender's guide from 1862, How to Mix Drinks by Jerry Thomas. It has a recipe for the Brandy Crusta. It uses brandy, curacao, lemon juice, gum syrup, bitters, even a sugar rim. Sound a little familiar? Harry's New York Bar in Paris. Super famous place, owned by Harry McAlone. He says he invented the sidecar for an American Army captain who always came to the bar in, you guessed it, a motorcycle sidecar. A book from 1922, Cocktails, How to Mix Them, by Robert Vermeer, says the sidecar was created by Pat McGarry, a bartender at Buck's Club in London. And that's where Prohibition comes in. See, even though the sidecar probably came from Europe, it seems like the recipe snuck into America during the 1920s. Got super popular in those speakeasies.
So while everyone was supposed to be not drinking, the Sidecar was having a party.
One big change was switching from brandy to cognac. Like a lot of those old recipes used brandy, but then cognac became the go-to. Made the sidecar fancier, more elegant.
What about the orange liqueur?
A lot of recipes today use Cointreau, but back then they probably used Curacao. It's not just what people like, it's about how those liqueurs work with the other stuff in the drink.
What about the sugar rim? Is that necessary or just for looks?
Ah, the sugar rim. That's another thing people argue about with the sidecar. Some people think it's a way of remembering the Brandy Crusta, old school classy. Others like it simpler, more modern, no extra sweetness.
So we might not know exactly where the Sidecar came from, but we know it's changed a lot and people still love it.
It shows you how timeless the sidecar is. Classic and modern at the same time. It's pretty cool to see how bartenders today are using the sidecar's history, but they're also doing new stuff with the flavors and how it looks.
So how are bartenders actually changing the Sidecar today?
Well, one thing is they're using these flavored cognacs. There's some amazing stuff out there now, cognac infused with, like coffee, chocolate, even fruit and spices.
What other new tricks are bartenders using to change up the Sidecar?
Another thing is like homemade syrups and infusions. Bartenders are getting really creative, making syrups with herbs, spices, even fruit.
I've seen some places even making their own orange liqueurs.
And some of these new versions are even helping us understand the sidecar's past better. Remember we talked about the Brandy Crusta, maybe the sidecar's ancestor? Well, some bartenders are adding things from the Brandy Crusta recipe into their sidecars, like bitters and even that sugar rim.
So it's like they're connecting the old and the new, making a drink that respects the history but also uses modern techniques and flavors.
Yeah, it's a really cool mix of tradition and new ideas. And as we try these new sidecars, we get to understand how adaptable it is, how it changes with what people like.